Hi everyone, here's Abdul, and today we have another watch review. So, as you all know, I have German videos on Wednesdays and English ones on Friday and Saturday. So, if you like this kind of content, be sure to subscribe. Today, I have a very special watch, one of my grandfather's watches, and it's a watch that I don't see every day, to be honest. It's not a very loved watch, I think, but it's not also a very um, normal watch that you find. First of all, it's a just so we all get in the know. It's a Zenith Movado watch. So you have here is the Zenith, and you have the shape of the Movado, and even the date is on the 12, which is also very unique. It's a quartz watch, if you didn't notice, that's why it's really thin. It has an integrated bracelet. It has a combination of stainless steel and gold, so you have the two-tone, and you have a bit of a royalesque case shape, and I think it was from the 80s from my research what I did, and what I found out is, as you can see from the back, the reference number 590030 625. The first two digits are supposedly the material of the case, which is stainless steel with gold, and the second four digits are the I think the second four digits are the model case and the dial number or reference, and the fourth is the movement caliber. So we have here a quartz caliber 62.5. And what I found out about the watch, other than that it's a fingerprint magnet, is that it came from a division of Zenith called Zenith Pacific Modern Art. And they created watches, I think, from the 70s, actually from 69 exactly, where Movado and Zenith was founded together. And they purchased Mondia later that year. And then they became Movado Zenith Mondia. And then this group had the advantage that it had also access to high-end movements like the Zenith El Primero, and they had at that time an excellent brand name, which is Movado as well. And in 72, the Zenith Radio Corp of US purchased the company, and previously it wasn't associated with the Zenith watches. And the name made confusion for people because at that time there was also the TV and the radios, Zenith. And then this company refocused their attention on quartz watches. And because all the mechanical watches were like discontinued or discarded. Because they thought that the quartz would be the future. And in 78, I think Paul Castella, which owned the Dixie Machine Tools, bought the company. And I think there was an engineer, a watchmaker that saved all the machinery for the Zenith El Primero. And then 78, they integrated Dixie into Zenith Movado La Loc. And they purchased and restricted the name of the use of Zenith in North American market, and they won market as using the Movado name. And in the 80s, I think in 83, Zenith took over the existing Dixie factory as well. And one of the main successful drivers were using then the El Primero movement by Ebel and Rolex as well. And in the 1999, LVMH bought Zenith and all the other brands that was defunct with it. So this is like a small history about the watch. I hope the dial is a bit hard to get with the lighting because it's a very matte black dial, and the hands are golden hands with the date at the 12 o'clock, and you can see the Swiss Zenith quartz at the 6 o'clock. The dimensions of the watch are: the dial is 34 millimeters, the thickness is around 5 millimeters, and the lug to lug is around 42. By the way, I'm wearing this seal dive, and on my wrist I have a 17 centimeter wrist, which is 6.69 inches, which is a mid-sized wrist. So one of the advantage of having a mid-sized wrist is I can wear 34 millimeter watches without it looking like it's a very small watch. Yeah, the system, the bracelet system is so smooth. It's so hard to just do it. To be honest, it's, you have to open it first, and that's one thing of the watch that I really don't like is this system. And although at that time maybe it was, even now it's, yeah, now it's done. Here we go. As you can see on my wrist, and you have here the Zenith branding on the back. And what I've also found out is that the design is made by an American designer, Nathan George Horwitz. And I think what I read also was that Dennis stole the design, or Movado stole the design, and then after that, 20 years later, they worked with him, getting it back. The watch has also a sapphire glass. When I got the watch, I sent it to get serviced at Zenith, and they were like, yeah, the quartz movement is doesn't work, you have to change that. So they changed it with a new one, and they told me, yeah, if you want, we can renew the gaskets and the water resistance. And I was like, how many meters is this water resistance? They were like 30. I was like, okay, why would you renew it then? Because anyways, I wouldn't be able even to wash my hands with it when it's 30. They were like, yeah, but it will cost you almost the same amount as the new quartz movements, just to replace the gaskets and stuff like that. And I was like, no, thank you. I'm not gonna wear it anyways when it's raining, or while I'm wearing while I'm washing my hands or anything. As you can see, under the bone, up the bone. Yeah, it's a dress watch. It's pretty nice. My wife also wears it sometimes. She doesn't like it that much. Sometimes she's like, oh, okay, I just want a watch that's ticking away, because the quartz is always ticking, so that's an advantage. But in night conditions, you won't be able to see anything. Maybe when there is light on the dial, the golden hands come out. Other than that, it's pretty hard to see. There is no loom whatsoever, nothing at all. And yeah, it's a pure, yeah, let's say fashion dress watch. But the shape is pretty interesting. I thought it's with all the Casio, Oak, and the integrated bracelet watches that we see on the market today. Maybe sometimes it's a good idea to look in the past, like the Tissot one that they re-released. Might find something that's interesting and at the same time unique as well. So I hope you liked this video. If you did, please do leave a like. Also comment your comments down below. If you have any information about the swatch, if I did any mistakes about the information, please correct me in the comment section. Always love to learn more about the watches. Yeah, and you have any idea about more videos, also leave them in the comments. Be sure also to be subscribed and hit the bell button. So thank you so much for watching, and have a great one. Bye.